Hey, Mr. Fetzko. Um, this is our website. Well, I'm not near it, but this is going to be the intro video to it. And basically, the whole YouTube channel is like our journal of what we've done so far. And I'm about to just explain a little bit about our design and why we chose it and all that fun stuff. So, darn it, we'll have to. Whatever. So, I'm just going to draw out our design. And, alright, here it is. First part. That little U shaped is the base of our car. It's made out of wood because wood's sturdier. And it provides a better base for our car. Provides some weight so the wheels, when they go, it just doesn't fly off. So, and then it's got that U shape so the axle can fit right through it on both sides and just spin around and stuff. And then bam, right in the middle, that is where the mousetrap goes. We position it there so it's directly behind the cut in the wood, and it just, so the string can go directly behind it. It doesn't have to turn around, and can just straight line so the thing spins straight. Pretty simple. And then here it is. That little line through it is going to be our axle. Poorly drawn because I'm not Picasso over here. But we drilled a hole. We were going to drill a hole through the wood to fit the axle through. And we're getting a threaded rod because supposedly it works the best. And, yep. That's going to be our basis for it. And then, ooh. Those two poorly drawn big black lines are our records. Those are the wheels. And we chose the wheels, I think we chose the wheels because it's simpler. We need one axle. It's less to worry about. We don't have to worry about two sets of wheels, having them both aligned directly straight. And so one set of wheels, the direction is going to be easier to handle. I think we chose it because it's a simpler design, and it'll just work better for our car in the long run. And the records are big enough so that the car and the base are so small that in a complete hang, it does not touch the ground, so it can just freewheel and just keep spinning and spinning and spinning. And most importantly, we put a hole through the middle of the axle right here. Right. Well, that's backwards, but it says here. Right there. And this allows, we put the string through it, and then once we set up the line, pull it back, it'll spin the wheel, get the torque needed to move the wheels, and then once it spins all the way through, the thread or the fishing rod or whatever we're going to use comes through the hole, which allows the string not to get in the way of the axle when it rotates. So it just allows the car to just keep moving without interfering with anything. And the thing about the records is that it's not like a long distance mousetrap. I mean, it's not a speed. It goes pretty slowly, but it goes and goes and goes, and it's a pretty simple design. And we are pretty far considering it's due 2 days from now. And so that's our description of the racer and the rough sketch. But I'll put a picture on this YouTube channel later. I'll probably stick it in a 1 second video or something. And why did we select this design? The simplicity of it. Just that one axle, two wheels, washers to keep the wheels on. I mean, it was from what we learned, it was a pretty simple design, and it was pretty easy to do. Like all you needed was to find records, which probably someone in your group has. And why do you set up the wheels this way? We set up two wheels just because. I mean, this basically it's so simple that there's not much error that can happen when you have two wheels. And like all we had to make sure was that the wheels were aligned straight, the car rolled, the line was thick enough so it didn't snap, that the axle spun and wasn't all stiff and against the wood, which hasn't really been a problem for us. So we didn't have to use any lubrication or anything. And we mounted it to the base we put washers on it just to secure. We put washers around the records so the axle would fit through and have a tight squeeze. And we sanded the inside of the holes so it's smoother. And I was not there when we first tested the car, but supposedly I'll get the videos up here. The racer worked pretty well. The problem they encountered was the back wheels would spin or something. The axle was spin, but the wheels wouldn't turn, so we just had to make it a little tighter. That was probably the main problem. And we tested it after school today, and the car did not roll perfectly straight, so we just have to tweak it up a little bit. So those are the main problems. And, I mean, this is just a rough report. So hopefully you enjoy our website and all the work we put into this car. And see you later, Mr. Fesco.